Hi guys, Scatlink here. Welcome to my modding showcasing sub-series, Hats Off to You, a series of which we try out community-created hats, costumes, functions, singular levels, full chapters, or time rifts created by the Hat in Time fan community via the Steam Workshop. This will also include any challenge roads of which will have their own video dedicated to earning ourselves a trophy, of which would otherwise be permanently missed. Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here. We're off for the next episode of A Hat in Crime Case 2, Ace Attorney, the Mafia Turnabout, where we're helping this guy. His name's Luca now, and I'm going to refer to him as such, because that's actually, you know, it's growing on me. And, yeah, we had too many evidence to support that Mustache Girl was the culprit, and remember, in Act 1, we already know that the person who's presumably dead has perfect vision, yet he had glasses next to him, which had Mustache Girl's fingerprints on for some reason, also with a tuft of hair in his hand. And yeah, from what we saw in the very intro of this entire thing, that can't be the case, because I still theorise the brothers swapped places. Because, I mean, he must have just taken his glass and smashed it. And if he says something, I believe that if he is actually in the trial and he says something about trying to see something and he gets the details wrong, we know that he doesn't have perfect vision and he should have. But he don't, because he put the glasses at the crime scene and then smashed it with something. So, let's hop in. I actually gotta get back there. There we are, case 2. Trial latter. So yeah, 2 trials, that's pretty good. And our health is restored. And it's also nice that we get 5 attempts, not 4, because the last time in the first case, our health bar was our 4 attempts, our 4 penalties, but in this particular case, we only took the 1. For a second, I thought we were playing as Mustache Girl there, but that was interesting. I wonder how this would... I bet you that if I was playing as, like, Timmy or something, the mod would probably break at some point. Then again, everyone has similar bone structures when it comes to playable, so I don't know, but everyone wants to refer to you as Hat Kid, so I probably won't do that. 2 Mustache Girls. Prosecutor and Defense. There you are, Hat Kid. Look, just because you're defending me doesn't mean we're cool or anything. But since you would have probably been found guilty if you didn't choose to defend me, I'll reluctantly say this. I thank you, Hat Kid. Ugh. Sorry, I just vomited in my mouth a little. Okay, with that out of the way, Luca is in the court. They're about to start. That means start moving, you git. Stop calling me git, it's rude. Bounce on your noggin. So, I'm guessing all the flavor text here is the same, which kind of inflated the length of last episode a bit. In fact, I'm doing all 3 of these in one recording, because it's going so well. But now I've said that, watch it be a problem. Oh, some people do have different flavor text. I won't have to check the posters. Well, I guess I have to talk to everybody else again. Nice try you did that, little chirper. Yet you're doing another one. Get out of the pan and in the fire, eh? I can hardly contain my excitement for this trial. Alright, so what does everyone else have to say about the matter? Nope, used to say the same thing. Okay, they say the same thing. These guys? Oh, only John has stuff to say. I'm not going to put my glass on, I'm going to get told to remove them. Ah, there you are, Hat Kid. The trial was about to start soon. No glasses in the court, by the way. Sorry, that's the rules. Your lead defense attorney, Luca Patel, is already in the court. Are you ready to enter the court, or do you need a few more minutes? I'm going to say more time for a second. I want to pause and check my information. Okay, so they didn't get carried over. It's just there for the sake of, like, having everything for if you do skip a chapter or something. But, you know, if you're going to do a mod like that, maybe you should be able to lock out the other trials, because you say that, oh yeah, it's been unlocked, but it's not, because all of them are unlocked from the start, so you can just skip to whatever one you want, which is nice for freedom, I guess, but if you really want to make it so you have to collect the evidence, I mean, I guess you wouldn't have some of the details, or know about the details about some of them, and you would just have, oh, a tuft of hair, but what's the detail behind that, until you choose it in cross-examination, because it always gives you a detailed, like, description of, like, the item when you choose to do in cross-examination before you present it anyway, so you wouldn't have to play the first act, but if you can make each act get unlocked as you do the previous act, that would be cool. So only Act 1's available, then Act 2 unlocks, then Act 3 unlocks. Probably be better instead of having all of them unlocked from the start, but I don't know if you can do that. Probably something to do with more Kismet, or whatever it's called, for, you know, all this cutscene and dialogue trees and malarkey. Yes, enter the court. Go get him, kid. And we just pop out of existence. Birch first at 12:09 AM, Deadbird courtroom. Oh, there he is! There he is! I had a feeling. I said it at the end of the last episode. I had a feeling. Court is now in session for the little girl, Mustache Girl. Kid with the mustache. It probably would have been funny if he said it that way. She is accused of murdering Umamoto, a mafia and friend. An unforgivable crime. Pretty much the same way, but with a different accuser. Now then, are the traitors ready? Boss, we're called the defense. False, traitor. You're the only one who follows mafia law can call themselves attorney. And defending criminal? Such betrayal. For now, you will experience the terrifying prosecution of Prosecutor Claudio Moneta. Oh. I thought he was the brother. He's got a completely different name unless he's using that name. So that's interesting. Claudio, the legendary Mafia Prosecutor? You think I am a traitor? That's where Claudio is wrong. I am defending the innocent. Luca, you dare disgrace Mafia Court with your lies. You're unforgivable. You'll be brought to Mafia justice. I am not lying, Claudio, and I'll prove it. You are free to try, Luca. If Luca fails, all will be executed. Oh my god, we're both here, and we're both doing the same thing. That's awesome, that. I like that. They really do not like us, do they? Hey, Hat Kid, what's up with the look he's got going? It's like trying to be groovy when it's really not. Now then, we will carry out this trial swiftly. Claudio, begin. But of course, the only thing there will be experience is pain. They are foolish to think they can win. Or Claudio Moneta will give them 5 minutes, then the trial will be over. Claudio, you fool! These are not your average attorneys. These are ace attorneys. Ace attorneys? Ha! The only ace attorney that exists is long gone. Hear me well, Luca. If you can possibly prove that you are worthy of the title ace attorney, you are more foolish than I thought. I have seen your trials, kid with hat. You come nowhere close to the great ace attorney. So we're being compared to Phoenix Wright. My most formidable opponent, the great ace attorney, the kid with the bow. Until you can match that, I refuse to call you anything other than traitor. Kid with the bow. Bow Kid! Bow Kid is ace attorney? I thought they were talking about Phoenix Wright until that was brought up. What the hell? So that's why Hat Kid was like, where's Bow Kid? Maybe that's case 3. Where'd she go? The seeds are being planted. Wait, Kid with bow? Could he be referring to Bow Kid? She is also an attorney? Now, no more time wasting. It is Mafia opening statement time. Girl with mustache was seen at crime scene according to eyewitness reports, one of which we have on standby. But it's stuff you already heard. That is that. The Mustache Girl clearly does not have such power to break her open well, but how did she kill Umo then? The witness I am calling is myself. What? You can't do that, Claudio. Claudio may do as Claudio pleases. This is okay with boss, correct? The boss allows it. I shall now finish you, traitors. Prepare for you incoming execution. I think that's you. I have noticed a couple of typos, but it is a lot of text, so I'm forgiving it. I don't want to point them out, but it is all text. Claudio, how can we trust you? Ha, funny hearing that coming from the traitor. Enough! Stop calling me that. How can we have a normal discussion with you calling me a traitor? Like you could make an argument. I could! I can! I have! Enough, Claudio. Give your testimony. Yeah, what boss said? He's eager. He's eager to get on with it. After that little pep talk with Hat Kid, he's just going right in. As you all know, Umo was found with broken glass and tufts of hair from Mustache Girl. This is Claudio's theory that the fall from building did not kill Umo. Instead, it was little girl with mustache. We found her fingerprints on the victim's neck, in just the perfect position to indicate strangling. No, that's an easy one. Wow, that's not even trying, mate. Come on. The autopsy report said that it was like piercings and like hole wounds, stab wounds of sorts, not strangling. A Mafia would not allow this to happen unless they were weak, ignoring Umu's strength for now. I still say, Luca, you punched him out of the wood, and when the girl saw opportunity of your incomplete kill, she capitalized on it. That was it. That stuck out like an absolute sore thumb. Huh? Mustache Girl's fingerprints. Hey, don't look at me! I wouldn't lay my hands anywhere on those bodies, unless it was to punch him. Hang on, it doesn't say that in the autopsy report. What are you trying to pull, Claudio? See, look, it was so bloody blatant that I didn't even need to do it myself. Wow, really? You fool. Did you think you were the only one investigating? Your investigation was lackluster. I have brought something wonderful. We didn't even get the autopsy report by doing it ourselves. We were given it. So that's not our work. So if you've got an autopsy report as well, who'd you enlist? An updated autopsy report. But that means they didn't do their job right. That's not fair. You're picking me. You're actually picking me. This is a thing prosecutors actually do? I thought this was just only in the video games. Haha, kid, he can't do that, can he? How do we know the autopsy report is legit? I checked the modality of it pre-trial. It is true, you vile girl. This is my first and final testimony of the trial. Think you can still save her? You better take my testimony down then. Better do it in one blow. Better make sure I'm down for good. Heed Claudio's words. Bring out your big guns or perish. Wait, we didn't get the updated autopsy report though, so how can I prove that? Wow. Okay. But he just didn't wait. I don't know now. As you all know, it was found with broken glass and tufts of hair from Mustache Girl. Press. How can we be so sure those weren't placed there maliciously? Exactly. How can we be so sure anything isn't placed maliciously? We have to find proof, that's how. That's fair. Luca had better not be stalling for time. Oh, not at all, boss. Totally not at all. What, am I gonna get penalised for pressing now? Well, it's pretty obvious that he is. It's Claudio's theory that the Filthy Being did not kill Umo. Yeah, that's correct. I'm gonna go previous statement, actually. Broken glasses. Percent. What if I go to Umo's Mortis file? Yeah, 20/20 vision. So he shouldn't need glasses. I see. Really? No. Defense, please only do... I did have a real objection! Why would he have glasses if he has 20/20 vision? I swear, the only time I've lost lives is because I thought that was the correct answer, but it's not. I'm getting swerved. Okay, so I guess not then. Let's press that then. We came to the same conclusion just from investigating. Perhaps we don't think too differently? No, just no. I refuse to associate with you. Oh, don't be like that. Instead, it was little girl with mustache. Press for that. There has to be someone else who was at the crime scene. No, just no. I refuse to associate. What? What? Why is this the same text string? Ow, and it broke again. I'll press that then. There we are, I fixed it. How can we be sure this all top... Oh, right, so pressing doesn't work. I can't press. This is Mafia Court. Any attempts to question fidelity won't work. Do speak up, Luca. Tell us what you're thinking. No, then don't say anything. Something that renders the autopsy irrelevant. Previous. Indicates strangling. The bottles. The bottles. Yeah, the bloody apron. Why would there be blood if it was strangled? Yes. Why would it be strangling if that... Oh, come on, really? I don't... It doesn't even, like, go into detail on why that doesn't work. It's... just leaves me in the dark, like... He got killed by strangling. No. What? How would strangling make blood be on the apron? It's... Oh. That really annoys me. What? Can I not just use my original autopsy report? Piercing to his heart, victim's body, soon to be punched through a wall through a trap. No murder weapon at the crime scene, soon to be being punched through a wall, caused pierced rubble without stab wounds, but it would have rendered them unconscious to the position of the fingerprints illegible. No, his fingerprints illegible. Can I not just... No, because we already tried this. I mean, it is a contradiction, but... Yeah, it doesn't allow it. Even though it is a contradiction, the dialogue has already done that. So again, I've lost 3 lives on the first attempt. Even though I don't understand why. And it didn't switch around again for some reason. I know that I have to do something here. I know it. So I was close last time, and I just couldn't seem to get it. So the bloody apron, even though it says... Even though it has blood on it, that strangling wouldn't have done it. It doesn't make sense. So, that don't work. No, none of those. None of those. None of those. It will have to be the grape juice bowl, because that was near him when he was on the floor. Maybe it's not here, then there's strangling. Hang on. Previous. 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 We found broken glass and tufts of hair, so if I present the bottle... here. Grape juice bowl. Because that was at the scene of the crime, but no one noticed it. Unbroken from the fall. Yes. Because he said broken glasses as well. This ain't broken. There we go. See if that does anything. Oh, come on, really? I don't... It is an object... It's a contradiction to the statement. He didn't mention it. Uma was found with broken glasses and tufts of hair from Mustache Girl. What about the bottle? I don't get it, man. This kid with moustache found her fingerprints on the victim's neck in just the perfect vicinity of strangling. They were weak, ignoring Umo's strength for now. Press? Can I press? There seems to be a lot of talk about strength. What's that about, Claudio? Of course, it makes... Whoa, okay, that was weird. Oh, that's because they lost a life, but it didn't switch to this scene, because it bugged a bit. Of course, it makes sense that you would not understand it. Strength is what rules this world. If you are not strong, you do not survive. The weak must be purged. Totally not ominous at all. They still say, Luca, you punched him out of... Still say, Luca, you punched him out of the wall. Next. One of the girls saw opportunity in a complete kill. She capitalized on it. Press for that? So I can press some of them. That's way too convenient to be what happened. Many things are far too convenient, Luca. That's just the way the world works. I knew that the new updates of the autopsy report are 100% fake, but this is Mafia Court. It's their rules. We need to find a way to prove this didn't happen, using the evidence I have here. As you all know, it was found with broken glass and tufts of hair from Mustache Girl. Well, I can't use the bottles, so... wait, hang on. Weak strength. Percent. This is Umo. This is my last life, by the way. Umo Morto file. Twin brother or falso Morto? No, I didn't say anything about weakness. Falso Morto. Oh, it doesn't say anything about weakness! Oh, come on! Don't know. Punched him out of the wall. She capitalised on it. I pressed for that, didn't I? What's present got me? No, I've got nothing there. Next statement. Oh, come on! I've attempted like 4 goddamn times, and it's like not even cluing me in, and I thought that was logical enough. Everyone was found with broken glasses and tough to hit from a Mustache Girl. What about the bottles? The bottles? Wait, hang on. Hang on a minute. You punched him out of the wall. Press him for that. I don't think that's what happened, Claudio. Oh yeah? Are you prepared to take me down? Oh shit! I didn't even read that! I didn't even read that! I was pressing the A button to progress the thing. Oh, you can't do that to me! What did I click? I have to end it here. Everything we built towards is for naught. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna prove Claudio was wrong. Using our evidence. Claudio, you told me to take you down in one go. I've been saving this evidence till now, but this is going to be it. I'm taking you down right now, using our evidence. Luca, what do you want about now? Are you bluffing like an ace attorney? Bluffing won't help you here. I can see right through you. Can you? Because if you could see what's coming next. You see, we've been making one fatal assumption in this court. And what would that be? Our fatal assumption, the thing that we've been missing, is... the victim isn't Umo Mordo. We've been assuming that Umo is in fact the victim. When in reality, Umo is not the victim. What? What? I don't know what I chose. Because I was trying to go to the next... just continue the dialogue tree, but there was an option, but I got here in the end. Because it said punch him through the wall. I was thinking... how do you know he was punched and not? Because I was going to go with the bottles, the 6-pack. How do you know he got punched through the wall? The wall could have been punched, but he could have tripped over the bottles or something. Then again, that could be me thinking too logical about it. Like, how did he see it? Because we know he's the one who did it, we just didn't know how to do it. Luca, what in Mafia's name are you on about? Of course the victim is Umo. You can't just yell out random things. Ah, but I'm not just saying stuff, boss. I have proof. You cannot have proof with that. The day you have proof is the day I'm proven guilty of murder. Well then, today is your unlucky day, Claudio. Because I do have proof. You had better not be bluffing after all this fanfare. I will make the boss hold you in contempt of court for this. Don't worry, check this out, Claudio. When we investigated the area around the body, we found something cracked there, something important. Yep. Cracked. And the crack was... hang on, it's not glass. Oh, it could be glasses. Bloody apron. No, because the juice bottle didn't crack. Wait, did the juice bottle crack? Right next to the body, unbroken from the forward side. That's not cracked. It'll be the glasses. Yeah, cracked. That's the one. I still have one life on screen, by the way. These are the victim's glasses. They were broken, yes? Yes, they were broken from the fall. What of it? Ah, contradiction. I don't think that's it, Claudio. Listen up. You better not have known this. You might not have known this, but these glasses are made of plexiglass. That's right. Most Mafia World glasses use plexiglass glasses. It's standard issue. And you're saying they shouldn't have broken from the fall, yes? That's exactly it, Claudio. These glasses should not have broken when they hit the ground. But, ignoring the shouldn't have part, we still have an issue. They did break. then your theory is useless. Useless like the underside of a beetle. Just because they shouldn't break doesn't mean they can't. You're trying to prove that they were broken elsewhere, aren't you? If that's the case, it's irrelevant because they did break. You can't prove that they didn't break from the fall, can you? Ah! Funny you should say that, Claudio. I can prove that they didn't break from the fall with this piece of evidence. On the ground, something else wasn't broken. There we go! That's what I was trying to get to before, the bloody bottle. Once you get one, it just falls into place, but getting that one was quite difficult, and it costs all my lives in order to do it. Yeah, next to the victim's body, unbroken. Because it said, oh yeah, there were glasses next to the there was glasses next to the body, but he didn't say a bottle, so that's what was confusing me. Yes. There was a six-pack of grape juice that had spilled over onto the deck in front of the place where Umo fell off. But one of the bottles fell down with Umo. Do you know what happened when it hit the ground? Ah, no way! You see, I'm just getting started, Claudio. The victim's glasses could not have broken from the fall. If it wasn't even enough to shatter the bottle, you expect me to believe he'd be stunned long enough to be strangled? Let me also remind you that the victim was in a pool of blood. Which is what I was still trying to tell with the bloody apron, but it wouldn't let me and took a life from me. See what I mean? It's just... I can see I see a statement, I try to use the evidence. I mean, obviously they're red herrings because it's not directly contradictory, but I thought that was the one, and then I was starting to get annoyed because it felt like that would be the right answer, but it weren't. And all of this isn't even related to Umo's death, because this isn't Umo that died, it's someone else, making it a double murder. Now wait a minute. I'll buy your little glasses theory, but you expect me to believe the victim was someone else entirely? Prove that. Prove that to me right now. No need to shout, Claudio. You worried about something? Claudio never worries. Claudio is strong. Claudio is not weak. And breaks the text box, apparently. Clearly not weak. Yes! Dance! Dance with the smugness! Look at the poor sod chicken in his little boots. It's priceless. That is bloody priceless. They just dance to the beat. It's amazing. Oh my lord. Someone gift that. My lord. That kid is jamming out to the music. Oh, this was so worth it. Calm down, Claudio. Get a load of this! Now he's Eggman. He's kind of Eggman with those glasses. This is the evidence that proves that he can't possibly be Umo there. The glasses again, wasn't it? Well, yeah, Umo Morto, the profile, 2020 vision. Hadkid here took the time to question various citizens at the crime scene. They gave us something that you probably don't have, a profile on Umo Morto. And the information we learned from this is that Umamoto has a twin brother. Umamoto has 2020 vision, and his brother has 2060. And if that's not obvious what that means, then let me spell it out. Umamoto had near perfect vision, had no need to wear glasses, and on top of that he was wearing a different apron. And none of the witnesses stated the victim had glasses. And none of the witnesses stated there were two of them. And if the victim didn't die from the fall, then they died elsewhere. Which means not at my house, as there were no bloodstains inside the house itself. Take that! Nailed it. Seriously, that smug dancing I didn't expect. So yeah, definitely DLC 1's needed for this one. You think this is over? You fool, Luca. This does not clear your suspicion. All that stuff you said. All of it. All of it. It's useless. Useless, 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 useless! Everything you just said. You don't have any proof that someone else did that. We could all put blame on you and it would still be valid. Killing Umo? You. Killing Falso? You. Rigging the crime scene? You. Burning one of the bodies in the mines? You. Who said anything about burning bodies in the mines, mate? Burn the fingerprints? You! Replacing the burnt calendar? All of it, you. Why was that in a different text box? Claudio, Half of those things haven't even been said yet. A few of which we didn't even know. How did you know about those things? Like replacing the calendar? None of us even knew the calendar was replaced. Claudio, it was impossible to know all that stuff. Unless you are the killer! No, this cannot be happening! Well, it was kind of obvious after you spammed useless like a bunch of times. To me. Claudio Monita! I am the strongest! The strongest! Darn you, Luca! Darn you, Hat Kid! Damn you, Mustache Girl! This is your fault! You badgered me into saying those things! It wasn't me, it was Hat Kid, it was Luca, it was Mustache Girl! Those are the weak ones who resort to murder, the weak ones who stand in a courtroom. But I am not weak! They were all so weak. That's a very bright magenta-like colour. Ooh. Luca, Falso, Umo, every single one. Horrible displays of mafia strength. Disgusting. The strong are what run this world. The weak should fear the strong. The weak should bow to the strong. I killed them. Both of them. I burned Umo's body. Killed Falso inside Luca's house. Then I rigged up a fake crime scene. It was perfect, but I didn't care to take note of the different appearances. It was pointless to me, because they were weak. But in death, they managed to take me out, making them stronger than me. Mustache Girl, Hat Kid, stronger than me. Luca, stronger than me. All of them, strong. Me, weak. If they can beat me, then they are the strong ones, not me. And to think, I underestimated them. What the boss said was true. They really were. Ace attorneys. Roll credits. We might actually get credits. Well now! You three really pulled it off. Claudio is going to be put under investigation shortly. As for you, Luca, Mustache Girl, you two, I hereby pronounce you not guilty. Court is adjourned. Everyone is dismissed. Be grateful, Luca, you managed to survive. Mafia Court. That makes you strong in my eyes. Now get out of here before we start yet another trial. Deadbird Court lobby after trial. Look at him dance! He wants a hug. We saved 2 people today. Wow, you 2 blokes actually did it. You really pulled through and I proved them wrong. You 2 make excellent ace attorneys. I probably should apologise then, right? Since you saved me? Well, I can do this without vomiting now. Thank you for defending me, Hat Kid. And sorry for being such a gid. You too, Luca. Yes, thank you, Hat Kid. Luca is free. Thank you so much, and all this experience as an attorney had made me much more confident. You'll come round if I get into trouble again, won't you? I think you can do it by yourself, mate. Can't count on it. Well, what are you going to do now, Hat Kid? Okay, I guess she's going back to her ship. Probably take a break from lawyering for a bit. That was exhausting, and she needs rest. Fair enough. That was pretty intense. You made a good team. Even if one of you is a mafia. Wow, even putting her differences with the mafia aside, that's high praise. And so, Hat Kid returned to her ship and plopped right onto the bed. Bo Kid was nowhere to be found when she got back. Where could she be? Will Hat Kid ever see Luca again? What about Mustache Girl? And where is Bo Kid? I think Chapter 3. Unless we see here. Bo Kid? Bo Kid? Oh! I want to do that at some point. Excellent use of assets. does require DLC 1 because of the seal in the first chapter and, you know, the smug dance, because I can't do that without DLC 1 being active, because it's inactive for the purpose of these videos up to this point, even though it's installed so I can still, you know, play them, because I can't do it. I just change hats like crazy while blowing a raspberry. But yes, Luca is free! He was able to do other mods again. He's able to hang about with us. He's now our friend. Makes perfect sense. Sorry for scaring you. Back in Chapter 3, although that's probably going to be a thing that we're going to go back to real soon, and you'll know why. Well, it's related to DLC 1. But yes, so that was Case 2, Chapter 2, whatever you want to call it, of Hat Kid, Ace Attorney, A Hat in Crime, the Mafia-style turnabout by LCL. That was an amazing mod. You know what? That's a thumbs up right there, because it didn't give me a chance to do it now. I'm doing it now. And, yeah, that was a long 3-part episode. That actually took me, because I've recorded all 3 of these in one go, that took me borderline 2 hours 20 minutes. So, that is a hell of a mod right there. That took way longer than an hour and a half by an additional hour, but it was totally worth it, and I didn't die! I didn't get a guilty! Even in the first one, I got a guilty by doing the wrong thing. And, like, not by running out of live hits or penalties or whatnot, but just, like, getting a wrong conclusion. It's like, in that one, I'm guessing there was only one ending, but you had to get there, and it was a lot more difficult. Did swerve me a couple of times, I will admit, but once I got there, wow, that was a lot better. And the presentation is a lot more better than the first as well, I will say. There are definitely improvements with, like, the graphics, like, from the actual Ace Attorney games, the sound effects, and, you know, the transitions. Even though they did break occasionally, it wasn't that bad, because as soon as I chose something else, it fixed itself. So it wasn't permanently broken. And yeah, it's just all around top quality, and I want to play the next one now. This one, I was like, I might do it, and then I was like, yeah, why not? Let's have a go. And now I'm just like, I want to do the next one. But I want to leave it a little bit before we hop straight in, because I do remember seeing on the thumbnail that it said it was like an April Fool's thing, so I don't know if it's a demo or if it's the actual thing or not, so I'll have to look a bit into that. Or you guys could probably tell me in the description, in the comments down below, or on the Discord. Also do that to suggest other mods as well. But other than that, that's the end of this. So we didn't really make any progress once again with timepieces, even though we did 3 full acts. But you know, that was worth it. That was what the time spent, and like the thoughts, the animation, even giving Hat Kid some lines was just amazing. And I didn't have to do a Snatcher voice, thank God. I was also kind of swerved by the fact that the judge, the prosecutor, and the defense are all different. So it's like it's all like self-contained for their own matters. So it's like pretty cool that. But yeah, apparently we're going against Bo-Kid next, and I kind of figured that like soon after our little bad ending of the first act. So that's the thing. But yeah. So, with that, guys, I will see you guys in the next episode of Hats Off to You. As I said, please suggest your mods, and I'll see you guys then.